Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a video on how I cream contour and highlight. If you like to see how I get this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to use the NYX Wonder Brow in Universal. It has the contour and the highlighted area in this stick. And the highlight is in this stick is shimmery, is very glowy. So I will only use this in certain spots. And then the contour shade I will use all over, and this is the cream. I will use that everywhere to contour, but to brighten and bring out my features that I want, I am going to use my Naked Skin, and this is a shade Light Warm. So I'll use that for under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and my upper lip. And then I'll blend it out with the beauty blender, and then I'll go in with the contour stick, and I'll use the contour stick for places where I want to define and chisel out. So right now I just look bare, I look flat, I have no dimension, no shape to my face. So I want to put the contour where you want to sink in your face and hide some imperfections. So I want to put the contour in areas where I want to sink in. So my cheekbone, I want to bring my cheekbone out. I want to contour my nose a little bit. My forehead, I want to make it appear more smaller. My double chin that I have, I want to make it appear more smaller as well. So I will do that with the contour stick. And then I'll go in after I blend everything out. Everything is blended out. Then I'll go in with the highlight area, which is this one, and I will bring out the glow, so the sheen in that one. See how it's glowy and it reflects light. So I'm gonna put this in areas where I want the light to reflect. So on top of the cheekbone, my under my brow bone, on top of my brow bone, this arch, I want to make it look lifted a little bit. Down the bridge of my nose, just a little bit, the tip of my nose, and then my cupid's bow, where I want my lip to appear more more pouty, more bigger. So I will apply that in those areas, and then I'll go in and set everything with powder. So head and get the concealer, and I'm just gonna go down the bridge of my nose, and then I'm gonna go back up into a triangle shape that way, downwards, and then I'm just gonna fill it in, and I want it to appear lifted. So I'll put the concealer all the way up here to the top of my cheekbone, and I'm gonna do that with the other side. So I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose, the side of my nose I mean, and then I'm gonna go back up, and then I will fill it in like that. And then I always like to do my in my nose right there, and I'm gonna put some on my upper lip, so like that. I want to brighten up the upper lip. Then I'm gonna, in the middle of the forehead right here, and then I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose. Hold on, let's see, right. So I'll do that, and then I'll do my chin, and that's everything I'll do with the concealer. And then I'm gonna go in with the contour. And to find your contour area that we all have, you can do two things. You can suck in your cheeks and you'll see that line, or you can go from the top of your ear and you can go to the corner of your mouth, and that's where your contour area is. It will always be in that area. So that's where the line will be. So what I like to do is suck in my cheek, and then right where the line's at, I like to go above it. So I'm not gonna go right on it, because when you blend it out, it's gonna smear downwards and it's gonna look muddy and it's not gonna look good. So the higher up you go and you blend it out, then when it shears out, it'll look more defined in the area you want it to be in. So I'm gonna suck in my cheek, So you see right there is right above it, and then I'm gonna do on the side of my head, my forehead, because I want it to appear more round and I want it to appear more smaller. So I'll do that, and the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to do the side of my nose. So I don't do this too skinny, I just do the sides. You can make your nose more smaller if you put the contour closer to the highlight. But if you have no problem with your nose, you just want to add some dimension, just do it to the sides. For me, it doesn't matter. I don't really mind too much of my nose, so I'm just gonna darken up the sides a little bit. So right here, and I want to shorten it, so I'll put it at the tip, and then the same thing on the other side, and I'll connect it there. So I'll do that like that, and then I like to put some contour on my chin, on my jawline, and I do that because I want to hide my double chin. So alright, so I got that done. You can darken that up. So after you look pretty, you're gonna get your dampened sponge. You can get a brush, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. I'm gonna take some MAC Fix Plus on it and just spray it so it can be a little bit moist. And then I'm gonna go in and blend all the highlighted areas first, and then after that I'll blend in the contour area. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. After you've blended out all the highlighted areas, you want to go in and do all the contour areas of your face. So again, I'm going to get the same dampened beauty blender. I'm going to spray some Fix Plus just so it can be easier to blend out. And then I'm going to go in and blend out. But when I'm blending, I'm dabbing into my skin, but I'm going up. I'm not going down, I'm not going straight. I'm going to be going upwards. And this, I'm going to be bringing it, I'm going to be rolling it back to my hairline, so that way there will be no stark. I'm going to do that all around. Go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to use the banana shade, this one right here, and I'm going to go ahead with a e.l.f. blush brush. I'm just going to grab some on my brush, and I'm going to set everywhere that I have highlighted because I don't want it to move or crease anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, now after I do that, I'm going to set my contour with a contour shade. So I'm going to go back into the same Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is Fawn, and I am going to go in with a contour brush, sculpting brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to grab some on my brush, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to put it right on top and then blend upwards for the side. So I'm going to go like this, and then blend upwards. And then grab some more and do my forehead. When you do your neck, you want to place the contour there, and then when you blend out, you want to blend it downwards. So I'm not going to go up, I'm not going to go, I'll go back and forth and then go downwards. Then I'm going to take a smaller brush, just like this, and I'm going to go back into the same one, and I'm going to do the side of my nose. And now I'm going with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend that out. Okay, after that's done, I'm gonna go in with the bronzer shade, and this shade right here, and it's called Havana. So this is more of a orangey tone, and this is more of a ashy tone, a cool tone. So there goes the difference. And I'm going to get my brush, a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into Havana, get some on my brush, and I'm just gonna blend it out. That now I'm gonna go in with the NYX Wonder Brow in the highlighted part, and I'm just gonna highlight the tops of my cheekbone, a little bit in the middle of my forehead, on top of my eyebrows, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, of my upper lip, and that's about it. I don't do my chin because I feel like I have too much texture here, so I leave my chin alone. But those are the places that I like to highlight. So I'm gonna go right here, and I'm just gonna highlight this area, going up the top of my brow, my eyebrow, right there where the arch is at. So when I blend it out, it creates a C shape. Then I like to do my brow bone. I can do my inner corner. So right here I like to do the bridge of my nose. And then just the tip of it. Okay. And then just let it go. So those are the areas that I like to put the shimmery highlighter on. And then I'll go right back in with the Beauty Blender. I'm going to spray more Max 6 Plus on it. And then I just wring it out. It's really damp. And then I'm going to go in and bump that in. When I blend it out, I'm going to create that C shape. I'm just going to bump it in. And there you go. And that's that one. And do the middle one for hair. Just blend it upwards. And blend up the tip of my nose. And I'll keep it 12. Okay, and that's what I like to do with that. After you put on your cream highlighter, you want to go in and set it with powder. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. baked highlighter in Moonlight Pearl, and this is the shade right there. I'm going to go ahead and just apply that everywhere that I've already applied the cream. So I'm going to get a small setting brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to go right here. There. And the key to highlighting is you want to put the shimmery highlighter everywhere where the light will hit and reflect back. So the top of your cheekbone, the top of your eyebrow, the tip of your nose, the light will reflect it and bounce back, and those will bring out the features. So that's typically what we want to do when we highlight. And then the contours will just sink in, and it will hide, it will create a shadow. So that's what we're kind of creating here, doing this. And then when I bronzed, the bronzer, it just makes it like the sun, kind of, you have a glow from the sun, so it pretty much warmed you up, and you look like you got a tan on top of all the contour and highlight that you did. So it gives you dimension, it gives your face more structure, and that's what the kind of look that we're looking for. Back, I did some of my eyeshadow, I finished my mascara, and now I wanted to show you just what I did right here. Is I got my Beauty Blender, a translucent powder, and I cleaned it up, because with the blending and the bronzing, sometimes you kind of lose that dimension that you created. So you just want to apply some translucent powder there, and whether you do a thick layer or a thin layer, it's okay. So you just want to put it right underneath the contour and just perfect the line a little bit. So when you go like this, and that's all you have to do just to perfect it. You let it sit there for a little bit and then you wipe it away. So I like to do that, and it just sharpens it up for you. I like to let it sit there. I'll do my lashes, my eyebrows, whatever else I need to do, and then I'll just whisk it away. And I already applied some blush as well, so I did that. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple minutes and I'll be right back. I'm back. I have my blush on. I did some eyeshadow real quick, and I put mascara on my lower lash line. So now with a dual fiber brush, I'm gonna go ahead and just whisk all that away. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and blend everything together all around. And the last thing that you have to do is just set this makeup so that way it'll last all night long. So I'm gonna get my MAC Fix Plus and I'm just gonna set it in. And I want all the powders and everything to settle into my skin, so it could look more like skin instead of powder on top. Alright guys, that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thank you, and until next time, bye bye.